Pleased to bring in our very first guest, Senator from Alabama, Senator Tommy Tuberville. Senator, welcome in. You've been a strong voice out there. You say they're trying to kill Donald Trump, and you say Navy SEALs may be needed to actually give him the full protection, sir.
Yeah, exactly right. I sent a letter. Here's a copy of it today to the acting Secret Service director and asking, get answers to some questions. I don't have anything against the Secret Service. I'm around them a lot. I've played golf with President Trump many times at that same course. They do a phenomenal job. But the problem is we're running short on resources. This is a different candidate. I mean, he doesn't go out one time every 2 days, doesn't do an interview. He does interviews every day. He's around people. He's a people person. He works 14, 15, 16 hours a day, just like he did when he was president. He's not one of these 8 hours and go to the beach candidates. So we need help. We need to make sure we have protection for him and his family. And I think it's very important that we get him across the finish line 48 days from now. But I tell you, I'm very concerned about it. We have a mental health problem in this country. I'm so excited about Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, doing his own investigation. I wouldn't trust Merrick Garland as far as I could throw him. So we might get a legitimate assessment of what happened in this last assassination attempt.
Yes, we might. We did hear a little bit from Ronald Rowe yesterday and DeSantis this morning. I know at 3:30 you'll be having a news conference about the Secret Service and specifically the funding, Senator. And in that letter, you talked about how they were citing resources, saying, well, some of these requests were rejected because of staffing shortages, hiring limits. Is there any reason that they could actually not have these rallies, which in some ways they call not campaign events because of staffing with the budget that they are allocated?
Yeah, the one thing you got to remember, if you're a president, you have Secret Service that leapfrog, that go to other places days in advance. And again, as I said earlier, Donald Trump's going to go maybe 2, maybe 3 events a day, and he's going to need help. He's going to need more and more resources. We have 33 people that the Secret Service guard every day. Most of them are family of the president, which is fine. That should happen. Most of them have to do with the vice president. That's fine. That should happen. But we should anticipate what's getting ready to happen with President Trump. He is very popular on one side. He's very disliked on the other. And again, as I go back to it, 1, 2 is way too many. 1 is too many attempts on his life. How many lives does he have? I mean, he is going to have to be very, very careful of what he's doing, but he will not quit campaigning. But I think that's what they want. They want to scare him to death and make sure that he cannot go out and answer questions, to be around the people in this country, because the Democrats aren't going to do that, because they don't have the work ethic he has.
No, and tonight he'll be in Flint, Michigan, as you mentioned, Senator Tuberville, and he'll be in Long Island, on Long Island next week. Let's play a little bit of Ronald Rowe yesterday, who went to Florida, as you know, there and did a walkthrough at the golf course. And this was what he said after the conclusion of that.
There's heavy uniform presence out there. And again, what I go back to is yesterday was an off-the-record movement. Off the record. And the president wasn't even really supposed to go there. It was not on his official schedule. And so we put together a security plan, and that security plan worked.
Off the record, what are you asking for in that letter as so far as to get Donald Trump the protection, whether it's an off-the-record movement or something on the record? What does he deserve truly, Senator?
Well, we're just asking for a count of the resources. What do you have available? What's your plans now that we know that Donald Trump is a target, have known that? And again, we go back to what I talked about earlier about 2 or 3 events a day. One group can't do that. I mean, they can't work like President Trump works. But I'm going to go back and say again about that golf course. The Secret Service, every time I played with them, they do a great job. They're around President Trump. They play a hole or 2 ahead in terms of looking in the bushes and all those things. That's not a problem. The problem is him going out and being able to be safe when he goes out and does these open rallies or the rallies in these auditoriums. He will not stop doing that. He has to continue to do that. That's his forte.